It's the other way around. The Colorado Action Rising is the very progressive one. So this is the one you want to contribute to.
This is the one you like. This is the one we like. Great to have you, Michael.
It's good to be back on.
Hey, so I see we got a press release from Lindsay, and you guys, once again, I just want to promote, you guys, ColoradoRisingAction.org, you guys are doing a really good job, and I think more Republican organizations out there, that we need more of them out there, keeping people up to speed. And you put out a press release basically saying, no matter what, even though Colorado voters said, no, we don't want any more tax increases, right? You're going to get them. They're texting or tweeting things like, yes, we will repeal Tabor, the whole thing. You can bet on it. If it's the last thing we do, we will. I mean, these attacks on Tabor, as you guys point out in there, they're not new, but they certainly are not going away, are they?
No, they're not. And I think you see a frustration. Democrats campaigned and are making all these promises on stuff they can't pay for, and they need to find more revenue streams is what they think. And so there's an attack constantly on Tabor. Most recently, this last week, a group, the Colorado Fiscal Institute, pulled ballot language that they want to go to the ballot to repeal Tabor fully, and that's going to go through the process. But I think we've been talking about this for a while now. But it is a constant attack because they get upset that Coloradans don't want to raise their taxes statewide.
Well, what about Jared Polis in his State of the State talked about full-day kindergarten, which I've covered that for years in the state capitol. And while everyone agrees, yes, it's a good idea, everyone also agrees that there are plenty, really, of full-day kindergarten options. And I even hear Democrats saying, yeah, that's great and all, but we have to pay for it. You've got other Democrats wanting to give everybody health care. And you're absolutely right. I mean, and I did not hear him suggest how he was going to pay for all of this stuff. And I think you're right. There's only one way to do it, and that's to raise fees or taxes.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. You saw a long list of things in the State of the State that Jared Polis said wants to get done. Renewable energy, by 2040, 100%. There's legislators talking about a public option for health care. There's a whole bunch of, full-day kindergarten they talked about. So I think there's a fight within the Democrats, though, if that's really where the surplus money should be going. We have a $1 billion surplus even after Tabor refunds this year. But the way that they're spending, that money is going to be gone 2 days into this. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and even Jared Polis, what was he saying? That we it's sort of a Hillary Clinton-esque kind of thing. We really like our oil and gas workers, and we need to help them transition to green energy. It's kind of like, whoa.
Yeah.
And the other Colorado Rising that we're talking about, the extreme group that wants to, stop all oil and gas development in the state, they just hired Joe Salazar, the former state representative, to be their executive director. And they, day one, we're calling for a moratorium on all new wells. And so this is the kind of pressure, that they're trying to bring to the Capitol. And with a 17-seat majority in the state House, you're going to see some extreme stuff come out of the House. And I know you're talking to Representative Neville, pretty soon after this, but they're going to be under, attack constantly in these coming months.
And let me ask you this, Michael, because we were talking about Representative Ken Buck, who is now called in, so we want to get him on the line. So real quick, we'll get you back if that's okay. Real quick, where can people follow you guys and can keep track of the kinds of things you guys are keeping track of?
Sure. ColoradoRisingAction.org. We're also on Twitter, on Facebook. So we're going to be putting out releases all the time on all these issues that matter to conservatives in the state.
All right. Thank you so much. Michael. I really recommend people follow you. Thank you.
All right. Well,
thank you.
I appreciate it.